I'm sick of it. I'm there, clamped, all day, and in the evenings I just get onto this. From monotony to loneliness, innit? Let me tell you about yesterday, right? So, yesterday was yet another boring and lousy day, and yet somehow it was lived with like a certain intensity. Like I worked all day thinking about the next tea break, the next rest period. And in that time I figured out how much I would earn for wrapping up one small parcel, right? So like if the foreman wasn't looking, I'd slow down and I'd earn 1 and 4 for wrapping up one small parcel. And that was my pleasure. And then finally it comes to knocking off time, but I wasn't pleased anymore because there's no more tea breaks to look forward to. Just hundreds of anonymous people making me sweat on the tube, and then the loner say that just makes me shiver. And I had a toasted cheese, burnt the toast, and my finger, and in the end I just sat here and watched the telly. And I had one of those retrospective programmes, you know, looking over the past year about the racial problem, how far we've come, how far we haven't come. Showed various bits. They showed Ku Klux Klan, an apartheid supporter, man who kept axe handles in his restaurant to beat up black people with, group of whites beating up blacks with chairs in a sports stadium in America. Then I opened the window, and then they showed the worst thing of all. They showed a black police officer in the Congo beating up a prisoner, another black person, to death by hitting him over the head with a club. I just sat here and watched it. The bloke who was being beaten to death, he just sat there too. Just sat there and bled and was beaten to death in my living room. So I turned it off. I turned him off because I didn't want him dying all over me. And sat here thinking about it. That's when I saw the flies. Saw these flies, hundreds of them, hundreds of tiny little ones that must have flown in through the window. I'd never seen so many before. I just watched them. And all of a sudden, I was angry. I was furious with these little green flies and with everything. So I jump up on the sofa, I grab a cushion and I lash out and I kill them. And I don't stop killing them until I can't see anymore. And my pillow's filled with all green shit and my knuckles are all bruised where I've been smashing the wall, and I'm satisfied. For the first time in the day, because I've actually done something different. I've achieved something. I was satisfied. So I went to bed.